So when I was in college, I used to go to the music library every day and I would listen to a record at random. And this was my way of having like a musical education, I guess. And one of the records I discovered and really loved was this record by Steve Reich called It's Gonna Rain. And I was making a film that ended with a series of nuclear explosions. And I really wanted this music to play at the end of it. And the record was out of print. And this was in the days when, it was hard to get records that were out of print. And I asked the librarian at the music library if I could borrow the record just for like an hour and take it home and record it and bring it back for this movie I was making that was really important to me. And he said, no, you can't. It's against the rules to check out a record from the music library. And I pleaded with him and he said, I'm sorry. The rules are the rules. I can't break them. So I'm thinking, how am I going to get this music on my movie? And I thought, okay, I'm going to leave all my stuff at the music library table and I'm going to put the record under my shirt and walk out as if I'm going to the bathroom. But then I'm going to go all the way home, record it, bring it back in my shirt as if I went to the bathroom for a very long time. And I'll put it back and they'll never know. And I walk out with the record under my shirt and, there's a big square vinyl LP sticking out of my chest. And the librarian sees this and says, hey, and I run. And he runs after me and I'm running down the stairs and he's running down the stairs. And I duck into the bathroom and I go into a stall and I'm standing on the toilet and he comes into the bathroom looking for me. And I'm like, I think the gig is up. I think I just have to acknowledge that I tried to take the record. So I step out of the stall and I say, I'm really sorry. I didn't know what else to do. You wouldn't let me borrow it. So I thought I would just borrow it surreptitiously. I was going to bring it back. I left all my stuff at the table. Like, obviously I'm coming back. And he said, okay, fine. Just record it and come right back. And I said, thank you so much. So I went home. I recorded it. I came back. I thanked him again. And then a few days later, I got a message that I was being summoned to speak to the head of the library services. And it was this little old man who wasn't very nice. And he said, I stole a record from the music library. And I said, I didn't steal it. I borrowed it. I returned it. And I even got the librarian guy to say it was okay. And he said, well, it wasn't okay. You're not allowed to do that. And he wasn't allowed to tell you that you could. So he was in trouble too now. And if this ever happens again, I will have you expelled. And I said, okay, it's not going to happen again. I hear you. And I left. And then I was walking with my friend Arnold one day, and the librarian crossed the street in front of us. And I said to Arnold, oh, that's the guy, that's the librarian I was telling you about. The guy who said, he was going to expel me if this happened again. And Arnold was like, that guy? I was like, yeah, him. And, we were going the same direction, so we walked behind him for like a couple minutes, and then we went a separate direction. And then months later, when I got in trouble with the university for something else, he claimed that we were following him and that we were harassing him because we were walking behind him. And he thought we were threatening him, I guess. But we weren't. But I got in trouble and he tried to expel me. And that's another story.